everybody, this is Alchemist 2 and I'm back again with another movie review. I just recently got to see Despicable Me 3, and being a fan of the first two, I also liked Minions, but honestly, I didn't really like Minions so much as I liked Despicable 1 and 2, because I think that Despicable Me 1 and 2 were the best in the franchise, and the third, there are some moments in it that I thought were kind of risque for a children's film with Balthazar. I won't say what they are. If you've seen it, you know what I'm talking about. And I thought, oh, all right. I'm thinking that the censors were either gave him hush money or they were completely asleep, because I thought, you let overt sexual, yeah, I'm not even going to say, because I was frankly a little bit uncomfortable. But I'm not a prude, okay? I never have been, but I'm not comfortable with that. But a lot of the films that they're making now for children are a little bit more adult oriented, to give adults something to watch. I mean, yeah, I understand. I get it. But when it's something like what I saw in Despicable Me 3, I thought, that's pushing a boundary, a skosh. But maybe I'm overthinking that. But I'm not going to give away the plot of the film in and of itself. It was a good film, but it's not my favorite of the trilogy, just because it just doesn't have the secret sauce that 1 and 2 did. And with the girls, we're introduced to Agnes, Margot, and Edith in the first film, and of course, I love Agnes. Is my favorite character. I love Agnes. I'm a lot like Agnes, to be honest, in many regards. But we fall more in love with the girls, and we see we see Gru change in the second film, and in the third film, we hear of an unexpected revelation in his life, and it's more of your typical self-discovery film, which I like. I do enjoy that, but I thought that there were a lot of references that were extremely clever that I absolutely loved. I was born in 79, so I am a child of the early 80s and 90s. I'm more of a 90s kid because I think I slept through the 80s. The 80s really didn't impress me all that much. I mean, I love the music, but the 90s were definitely my decade. But the 70s, the music in the 70s I completely miss, but that's just me. I'm really old school hipster, but it was so funny to hear music that I had grown up with, and I thought, woo, Generation X, woo! But it was a good film, but I wouldn't call it an exceptional film by any stretch of the imagination. Pixar they always blow Illumination out of the water, and I love the Minions. Don't get me wrong. We don't really see a whole lot of the Minions. It's more about Gru and Drew and Balthazar just being a major D-bag. And all because, and it's true too, that child actors do go through this, so yeah, they hit upon something very elemental in this film. I thought, this is oftentimes more true than not. But as far as my grade is concerned, I only give it 1 thumb. It's not even warranted for 2. It's good enough for 1. I liked it enough for 1 thumb up. Grading star-wise would be 3 stars. It's passable. It's on the verge of being mediocre. I mean, it's not really mediocre. It's got good parts in it, like the Pirates of Penzance when the minions are all singing. That I busted gut laughing. I loved that. I just thought that was so cute. And they sing 99 bottles of beer on the wall in their own minion language, which I loved. I thought that was just adorable. And I was the only person that laughed at one of the minions dressing up like a stewardess because I just thought that was so cute. And now, I was going to just demonstrate how this flotation device works. I love stewardesses. I don't know what it is. I guess I feel close to the airline industry for some odd reason. Maybe because I have a friend who's a pilot, but anyways. And my dad wanted to be one, so that's why I laughed about it. But you get a lot of the European flavor with the minions and their language, and a lot of it I understand because I'm multilingual. So that I really enjoyed, and you could see just the smattering of the cultures and where they go, and they have this cheese festival. And poor Margot. Oh man, I felt so bad for her, but they're not very many really heart-tugging moments like there were in the second Despicable Me 1 and 2 both made me cry. This one failed to do that. It's a good franchise, but I think this was more of a cash grab, and there's a huge plot hole in this film that I'm still trying to wrap my brain around it. I'm quick on my feet, but there was a lady, God bless her heart, and she said, "Did you ever catch?" I'm not gonna say what she said, but it's a plot point. And I said, "No." I mean, I said, "Well, A led to B, but I'm not really much sure. I'm not sure what happened to C." And I thought, wait a minute. Huge plot hole, hello. And I thought, how could you, if you're writing a film, at least cover all your bases and get rid of your plot holes, because people like me are going to find you out. But other than having a massive plot hole the size of Texas, it was an okay film. I would wait for it on DVD. I watched it on DVD anyway, so it's an okay film to watch on DVD. There are some moments in the film itself that kind of warrant a little bit of, maybe a little bit of protection as far as some sexualization. I mean, it's not anything to, well, with Balthazar I thought, ooh, that's a little bit overt, and it made me kind of squeamish, to be honest. It was a little bit cringeworthy, but there were other moments that I thought, oh, that's innocent, but maybe I'm just thinking too hard about it, but that's just me. I just didn't, I thought it was unnecessary and inappropriate, but beyond that, those are my only true nags. The animation's beautiful, as usual. I'm not taking that call. Don't know who you are. Not taking the call. It was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I thought, what? I don't know who you are. Don't call me. Anyways, you're probably an offshore call that I can't afford, and I ain't gonna do it. So, see ya. Sorry, shouldn't have done it that way, but I get tired when people from overseas call me, because it just, I cannot afford to make an overseas. Give me a moment. Can't call. Text me. Please do not call me back. Anyways, like I was saying before, I was so rudely interrupted. I cannot make overseas calls because they are too expensive. But it's ridiculous. But anyways, that's the grade I give to Despicable Me 3. I'm waiting until February for films. Well, February and March. This January, I wanted to see Shape of Water, but I'm probably just going to wait for Shape of Water to come out on DVD, even though I really wanted to see it in the cinema, because I know I mentioned it before, but I'm not going to see it in the cinema. I'm really, really wanting to save my money because I want to take 3 trips this year. My trips, in my mind's eye, at this point, are Tucson, Arizona, Maryland, and Israel. I know Israel seems like, ooh, why? But come on. I have a friend who is going in September, and I smiled at her because I thought she doesn't know what happens in Israel in September. And I looked at her and I said, do you realize that September is a high and holy feast month? And she's looking at me like, no. I said, first of all, Rosh Hashanah. Second of all, Yom Kippur. These are the holiest, highest days of the month. And they're going to be uber busy in Israel. And I thought, yeah. I really, 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 really want to go. And see the holy sites, have a falafel, get myself a smarma, and I'll be happy. I'll be the happiest person alive. I'll take home some souvenirs. I know that sounds really dumb, but I got an Israeli flag already. That I don't need to worry about. My Israeli flag's in my room. Yay, Israel. Woo. But Palestine too. Woo woo. Yeah. I support both, and I got friends from both places, so why not? Why shouldn't I support both? It's just like with India. I support India and Pakistan. So just come on, get along, please. Don't make it hard for everybody else. Just get along, please. Life is too short. I get so irritated at people getting in a row over stupid dogma. It's so dumb. Come on, we all come from one source, and we're all the same. We're people. We bleed. We have the same kind of bloodline. No, never mind. I'm not going to get into that discussion tonight. I'm going off on a different topic. But anyways, if you enjoyed Despicable 1 and 2, most likely you will enjoy 3, but it just doesn't live up to. If they do another one, I hope it's better. I mean, they probably will, because it's a cash cow. It's their biggest cash cow in a long, long time. I like the stuff that Illumination does. They're not my favorite animation studio, but if they do another Despicable, I hope it's better, because this one kind of wasn't really great with my expectations, but I did like it. I liked it. I love Steve Carell, and hearing his voice again just gave me great pleasure. But that's about all I have to say. So until next time, live long, prosper. Ciao.